It is a teleportation gateway to a safe haven for all mutants. To an island nation just for us. To Krakoa. From this day on, there will be no future in which mutants are hunted to extinction. Not anymore. This is what we do. Bring mutants home. Kitten? Does Logan know you've gotten into his stash? Yes. The armor appears to convert energy. Kitten. We came together. We shall leave together. I do not love the name Marauders, Kitty. Have you forgotten the pain and horror that is attached to that sinister moniker? We turned the world upside down so quickly, Kitty. And still, so many of our people, mutants, Krakoans, are yet trapped in hostile territory. How could I turn my back on them?
She turns to Kitty.
How could I ever turn my back on you? Nitakuwapo kila wakati nachohitaji, mtoto wa moyo wangu. I am with you, but you deal with Emma. I want no part of that woman. She has a way of getting under my skin. Welcome back, little sister. You have been born again, a mutant in all your glory. Krakoan. Everything that brought you here, all the things that made you a prisoner of past sins, are gone. For good and forever. So let the past go and live. I see the world split in two, and I know it is no dream. The sound of the earth breaking is drowned by a young girl crying. And the crying scares me more than anything else. It terrifies me to know someone is feeling a pain I recognize all too well. I tracked down a young South African mutant I've never met. The young girl, who I learn is named Abeni, lives in a small town called Dulstrom. It is a small village near my homeland. There are more emergency vehicles and equipment at the edge of the village than any place of its size should have. A tragedy has happened here. No, the tragedy is ongoing. I look on at the rock storm that rages before me, one caused not by my wither, but by mutant power nonetheless. Abeni does not see me, although I do not know if it is because of the rock debris or because of her suffering. For a moment, all I see is her pain, because I remember it all too well. Then I see where her rage has focused. Either by intent or passion, her rock hurricane has found its targets, and it threatens to shred them alive. This must stop, Abeni. This is not the answer to your pain. Monsters they may be, but I will not allow them to make you one, Abeni. I say her name to remind her of it. To remind her that she and her powers are not simply rage and fury. There is no way to tell Abeni that even without knowing the details, I knew the truth. I knew because of the way her cry ripped through me last night, just like her rock storm ripped through Dulstrom. I knew because there is only one thing that could cause that sound. I cannot argue with her emotions. I would not dare. Instead, I tell her that she is not alone in this pain. I tell her of the plane crash that killed my parents, and how I too was left alone in a dark, lonely place, with fear and rage choking me. I tell her this kind of rage can be so lonely. The way her voice and her tears break tells me no one has told her of pain like this before. Please, let me take you away from here, child. I tell her that there are places where these men dare not go. These men surely believe I am saving them. When we leave, I promise you, I will make sure justice is served. They are fools. The only one I save here is Abeni. I will not break my promise to Abeni. Because I also know the crushing pain of broken promises. I bring her to Krakoa, our mutant haven, where she will know love again. I cannot heal the scars those men have caused, but I can help her become a young woman. A young mutant who knows more than agony. Where, perhaps one day, I will teach her to let go. Kill no man. Long before Krakoa, long before the X-Men, I made a promise to never kill again. But... Kick me again, Batroc, and the only thing you will leap into are leg casts. So, who are we in Taipei to meet? Lucas. Bishop. What are you not saying? Who has been hurt? Goddess. Charles? I would never get a tattoo. Oh, Emma. Nadie morirá hoy, señor. Estos niños no le pertenecen. Son krakoanos y, si así lo desean, vendrán conmigo. No habrá pelea. Besides, I do not even know who you are. No, that was just the leader. The main bolt was still charging in the clouds. Oh, Emma! Money makes its own weather on that lawless island. If it is, Bishop, it is a trap I will gladly march into if mutants are being held captive. You think I am powerless? You cannot take my power, Phobos. And I'll have that blade back. It's vibranium, a gift from my ex-husband. Thank the goddess that we do not need to make it very far at all.
Storm reassures as she tends to a bleeding wound on his arm.
We have a secret Krakoan gateway on the Marauder. Kate! Shinobi Shaw and the mutants that were trapped on the Upstart are safely aboard the Marauder. Now, what do we need to do to this small man? Can Pierce swim with those cybernetic limbs? Yes, he should. I believe the Maker will be intimately acquainted with their design. Not so long ago, we lived in a vastly different world, Bobby. But do not worry. Forge will fix this. Then I will break every last piece myself. Do not worry. I will sort it. You accompany Kate. Well, clearly you have the most responsibility. Very well. Tomorrow I am due to witness our first crucible. An old student of mine has been selected to be the first to be made whole. Then, Kate, you and I have a meeting with the Quiet Council. I will see you there, yes? Be well, kitten. May the wind be ever at your back. You, Bishop, and Pyrose. Toward Island M. Bobby and I will see you all there in a few days. This is protected land. Protected by law. Protected by tradition. You have no business here. There are authorities above those of men. There are laws greater than those made in little rooms with closed windows. You are not welcome here! Begone! And do no more damage! Reconsider your ways. Really? You would think to threaten me with a rock? I keep hoping the time of rocks is past, but it keeps pushing into the future. A man who will throw one stone will throw another. But here is a thing that men who throw rocks often seem to forget. Other people can throw rocks too. This is protected land. It is not for you. You will leave now. Or I, the goddess Storm, will help you go. I doubt they'll be back. Men and their money. They have the means for making more than they will ever need without violating pristine boreal forests like this one. Have they never heard the word enough before? But perhaps none of us know what enough means. My time is not infinite, and I'm off to a leadership camp because an old student of mine asked me to attend. My time would be better served here, but I have given my word. The danger is gone, the forest stands, and Camp Gloriana awaits. I accepted your invitation this year because you invoked the name of one of my former students. Is she really here? Of course, child. I keep my word. You're always welcome at the school, Melody. You know that, yes? You could never be anything other than a reminder of a time of peace we were in no position to properly appreciate. This is a private event. You were not invited. The damage to the forest will take longer to heal, but the trees will recover. Most things recover, given time. Melody, my dear, are you recovering? Change is always hard. You're adapting to becoming something new. I know you can come out stronger than you started. Mourning what was is only natural. Rejoice in what is yet to be. Now, tell me of your life now. Tell me who you have become. On your feet, child. Krakoa is waiting for you. Go on, Aero. Show them who you really are, my child. Moloch, back at you. How are the Molochs? I told you! Every time you traipse into our lives, it all goes to hell. I said this would happen. Until we knew what was happening with Kate, she should have been on the island. Where were you when it happened? Fashion Week? On the moon, slinking around with Scott again? Oh no, my mistake. You must have been over at Tony's. She died alone. Now the White Queen gives me hope. Today is truly humbling. Goddess Emma, you never change. Emma, I just want my goddaughter back. Forge, I would speak with you alone. My goddaughter is dead. Catherine Pride is dead. A group of Russians are making your old power dampening weapons. Are you sure you got everything? Forge. Shit. I thought I had lost you, kitten. I've not felt such grief since the time I thought Magneto had taken you from me. Siku zote nitakuwa na wewe unapohitaji. Toto wa moyo wangu. I wanted to speak to you privately, so I asked some friends to help arrange this meeting. My friends call me Ororo, Dolores Ramirez. Far from it. I am here tonight to thank you. Today has been a very difficult day, but I wanted to let you know how personally grateful we were to receive the warning about the poisoned Krakoan medicines you sent to Kate Pride and to Wolverine. Very favorable. Wolverine stopped them from poisoning our waters, and then met my friends and I in Russia, and together we infiltrated their warehouse and swapped the tainted medicines for clean stock directly from our own companies. Verendi gave away perfectly fine Krakoan medicines, and you saved a great many human lives and spared Krakoa an international incident. And Verendi wasted millions on the black market. Oh, I am happy for your miracle. Goddess knows there are not enough of them in the world.
The High Priestess releases a shrinking tribal cry.
I have no flesh of my flesh, but I have a daughter. I have known her by many names over many years. I met her as Kitty, then as Sprite, then as Ariel, and later Shadow Cat. What is your name? How do I know it is you, my beloved Kate? And then that girl grew up and got knuckle tats. Nimefurahi sana kuwa na wewe, mtoto wa moyo wangu. This is the Red Queen. Yes, her name is Catherine Pride, but she is more than that. What is she? Long live the Red Queen!